Sleep is the most important part of the day. Why does it seem so hard and unfair to get a good night's rest? It seems impossible to feel actually rested. I will show you how to sleep like a baby without fail. First up is do not hit snooze. If you hit snooze, congratulations. You ruined your entire day. You will feel groggy and tired even though you still got a good sleep. And you wouldn't have felt this way if you just got up. Even if you go back to sleep, it won't even help you because you won't complete a sleep cycle. If you don't know what a sleep cycle is, it lasts about 90 minutes and it's recommended to aim for 5 to 6 sleep cycles per night depending on the person. So when you hit snooze, you start a sleep cycle but you don't finish it, disrupting it, which makes you feel more tired even though you slept fine. Your performance throughout the day really depends on how well your brain works. I know that seems super simple, but it's true. You will be able to produce your best work when you're well rested and ready to go. And the best part is, you feel so accomplished because you did something really hard first thing in the morning. You'll have a spring in your step all day long, and you'll attack that day and get shit done. And you just can't help but feel proud of yourself for just getting out of bed. Next up is environment. It's important to have our environment optimized so our body can get the best quality sleep possible. The first thing is getting blackout blinds or blackout curtains blocking all light coming in through your window. Some windows are kind of weird, and my window has a blind and a curtain, and light still gets through, and it makes me quite upset. Makes me really angry. But you want to make sure that all the lights, like LED lights from your TV or clocks, anything like that, is covered up, turned off, just a complete dark room. And I've also noticed with my LED lights, even though they're plugged in to the outlet, they still have light coming out of them even when they're turned off. So make sure you unplug literally everything in your room to be completely dark. And the temperature of your room is important. You want it to be cold-ish and not too hot. You want it to be around 60 to 67 degrees, depending on how cold you prefer your room to be. You can get these tools on Amazon that tells you the humidity and the temperature of your room so you can make it colder or hotter. The way you can make it colder is by getting a fan or some sort of device that will optimize your room temperature. If you're in the basement, you're pretty much set. Like this basement is perfect. It's 63 degrees on the dot, so it couldn't really get any better than that. I'm super blessed for that, and I'm very grateful. But anyways, white noise is another thing you can do. Get a fan going in the background. There's some apps like Brain FM that will tap into your sleep waves to optimize your sleep. And another thing to improve the quality of your sleep, not just the quantity, kind of some weird strategies. But my sleep coach, his name is Gary, he gave me this protocol to help me sleep better. So I'll pop it up on screen and I'll just explain it. So you want the pitch dark bedroom, like zero light, 2 scoops of collagen protein. I do 1 scoop. Mix 1 tablespoon of Manuka honey and 1 pinch of Himalayan pink salt in a cup of hot water. I like to do tea, like nighttime or some sleepy tea. And elevate the head of your bed by 3 inches so it's on an incline. This took my sleep score from 80 consistently to 93 consistently, which is honestly insane for the amount of little effort I put in to increase the quality of my sleep. And next is winding down for bed. So what does winding down for bed really look like? So for me, it looks something like this. At 8 o'clock, I stop eating all food. At around 9 o'clock, I start winding down for bed by doing some relaxing things like having a shower, skincare routine. I like to get some tea, do some journaling, read the Bible, and then read a book until I fall asleep. So notice that there's no stimulant, no blue light, and I'm giving my body a chance to calm down and get ready for the next day. And another thing is probably the most important in this entire video is allocating more time in bed. So time in bed and sleep time are two different things. For example, to get 8 hours of sleep, I need more like 9 hours in bed because my goal is to get an 80% sleep efficiency, and that's the way I can do it. So the action step of this part is just allocate more time in bed because you'll give your body a chance to wind down and actually get a better sleep. And lastly, the one that actually takes some work and is the hardest for me and most people out there is getting a consistent sleep time and wake up time. It's really hard to stay consistent when you might have to stay up for some social event or work or something like that. But I find if you wake up at the same time every day, it really helps your circadian rhythm stay on track. Even on weekends, I do get up at 7, but it keeps my body in rhythm. And notice how I said, I'm trying. My new mindset is, I do. There's no I'm trying. I identify as someone who wakes up at 7 a.m. And that old mindset is gone. That old version of me is dead and buried. The new version of me wakes up at 7 consistently, no matter what, without fail. You can also use an app called Sleep Cycle that wakes you up at optimal time so it does not disrupt your sleep cycles, and it keeps you accountable because you want to get the best score possible. I've heard through my years of school people saying like, I don't need sleep to function well. Yes, you do. Some students will study like 14 hours a day, completely ruin their sleep, and then wonder why they didn't perform well on the test. You need sleep. Like, it is the most important thing. There's nothing more important. If you studied for 8 hours and got a perfect 9 hours sleep, you're going to perform way better on the test than just ruining yourself with caffeine and eating junk food. Like, it's not rocket science. Scroll down right now, give this video a thumbs up, and comment down below